Hello everybody and welcome back to another Sunday cook along. So today, as advertised and promised, we're going to make individual ginger puddings. These are, again, I seem to say this every week, super quick and super easy. Really, the recipes with your Thermomix are amazing. You can make some great things really easily and very quickly. So these are steamed individual puddings. And I'm excited to show you this because they are really delicious, and I love showing off using the Varoma and some of the different ways we can use it, because lots of people don't use their Varoma very much, and I love the Varoma and use it quite a bit, so it's really good. So who have we got here with us today? Is anybody watching yet? Let me just see if I can see anyone. Say hello in the comments if you're there, or give me a thumbs up or anything. Otherwise, we'll just get started and get going. All right. So I'm just going to press this start button. And I've got the nester here. Hold on. So remember, I used this a few weeks ago. Using this again, the Thermomix nester, it's silicone. The first instruction does say to grease. Doesn't really need a grease. Things just come out because it's silicone. I've poached eggs in it and they just came out perfectly. It's a fantastic little gadget, this. Okay, so that's ready to go. Now, I'm going to put some crystallised ginger into here. 20 grams. I was very tempted to go heavy-handed on that. But I didn't. Hello, Miss Karen Passy. How you going? Yes, I'm recovering from a cold, so I sound like I run one of those call lines. Okay, so I'll put that in. I was going to go heavy-handed with the ginger. That's what I meant to say. However, I thought I wouldn't because we've got some guests coming for dinner tonight, and I'm going to serve them these for dessert. Not everybody loves ginger as much as I do. So we're going to put the lid on and then just do a quick 3-second chop. And that is done. Hello, Linda Hansford. How you going? Welcome back. All right. So now we just take it off. And let me just show you what 3 seconds of chopping does. You would not think that 3 seconds would be able to accomplish this, but it absolutely does. It's just amazing. So I'm going to use my Thermomix spatula and scrape down the sides of the bowl, because that's the one thing that the chopping does do, is sometimes it'll splatter it up the sides of the bowl. But this amazing new TM7, the spatula, has anyone noticed this, is the depth of the bowl. So you can scrape pretty much the entire bowl in one quick go, or just push it down like I tend to do. Anyway, so that's all done. And that's the other thing I love about Cookie Do, is really, it is cooking for dummies. You may be a bit forgetful and dopey at times like I am and miss things. The Thermomix absolutely stops that from happening. So here we're just going to put some unsalted butter in with the ginger. Where's my spatula? Knock that down. And then some dark brown sugar. Now the dark brown sugar, I made this just beforehand. This is one of the things that we're going to make next month together in the money saving month, is I will show you how to make dark brown sugar. So easy and just amazing, and saves you heaps of money being able to do it yourself. So in goes the sugar. There we go. And then some golden syrup as well. And golden syrup and ginger just go together so well. And in that goes. I love golden syrup. Golden syrup is another thing. Has anyone ever made it? I made golden syrup a few times. I didn't have any today and I was a bit disorganised and didn't have time to do it. But yes, it's an easy thing to make and it saves you bucket loads of money. It's one of those things that you just sort of don't realise how easy it is to make it, and that you're paying a fortune for it at the shop, and really the ingredients aren't, you know, all that expensive. There's mountains of stuff. It's amazing when you do start to make your own things, what you realise. Right, so I've got all those things in there. And it's just going to mark off the golden syrup for me. And then, right, so I'm just going to put the lid on and just give that a quick 2-minute cook. So that's amazing. I'm really looking forward to these because I love ginger. Anybody else a ginger fan? I think it's great. I love it. Yes, it is awesome. It's just the bestest thing. And it's adds so much flavour to all sorts of things, sweet and savoury dishes. So again, one of the awesome things about the Thermomix, and people do sort of go, oh my God, why do you rave about it? Because it's just so amazing. We're doing it all in the one thing. There is not going to be 67,000 dishes to wash up afterwards. It's just all here in the machine, all done, which I absolutely love. If I was just making this for myself at home, I wouldn't even have these little white bowls to wash up because I would just put straight into there. But, you know, in the interest of trying to save a little bit of time and pretend I'm a bit professional, I put them into the little bowls there. So, yeah, absolutely, Linda. Ginger is awesome. I use quite a lot of fresh ginger now that I have a Thermomix and make, you know, all sorts of things. Lots of recipes actually call for fresh ginger, and so I use that, and it adds the most amazing flavour, and I just love it. I would love to actually have a sunny spot where I could grow ginger in a pot. I don't know if you can, but I think you can. I think it'd be great to be able to do that. But unfortunately, that's not the case. So that's just quietly cooking away. It is so quiet. It's absolutely fantastic, this machine. No carry on with it. It just does it. So, has anybody heard about the big news that Thermomix dumped on us this week that none of us had any idea was coming? Oh, you grow it, Linda. Oh my God, half your luck. That's great. So that's really easy for you then. You can just, you know, go and get it very easily. Fantastic. And it's a very resilient plant as well. Right, so here we go. So again, I'm going to scrape down the sides. There's a little bit of mixture still on the sides here, so I'm just scraping that down. A little bit I managed to get onto the blades, which I try not to do, because when you've got it on the blades, it doesn't actually mix in terribly well. Right, what's our next step? Got to press the button. Okay, so we're going to put in 50 grams of milk. In that goes. One egg. Now in here I have got ground ginger, self-raising flour, salt and bicarb soda. I've mixed it all into the one thing because really that's just easier. And I'll just mark them all off like that because I've measured it all before. And then just mix it, 30-second mix. That is amazing. How quick is that? And in 30 seconds that will be all mixed up and fantastic. Oh, excuse me. And yes, I am getting over a cold and it's driving me crazy. The cough is lingering and really so frustrating. And in fact, this recipe is so quick and easy. If you think about it, you could easily make this during your dinner party with your friends. Now you've got your friends here, everyone's sitting at the table when they've had their main meal and they're having a chat. You can just pop in the kitchen because this now will start to cook in the next couple of minutes. So it's not like it takes hours to prepare or organise. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to move the Thermomix a little bit. I'm going to just put some into, transfer, into the nester. Sorry, can't quite read either. So just put some little bits into the nester, off we go. Don't want to put too much because it's got self-raising flour and they will just end up like quite bizarre looking creations. Has anyone ever made the Brazilian cheese puffs? If you overfill the mini muffin tin with the Brazilian cheese puffs, you get some very bizarre looking little cheese puffs there. They are absolutely delicious. And the great thing about the Brazilian cheese puffs is that they are gluten-free. So they're a great one to have if you've got gluten-free friends coming over. work really well, not at all hard to do, and again, they do taste so delicious. Nearly there, just getting this in. I think I may have been a little bit generous with the way I filled them because I'm not going to have enough mixture to get 8, I don't think, the way I'm going. Oh well. We may end up with some quite interesting looking alien creations, I think. And is that the end of the world? No. That's the beauty of cooking. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to be perfect. Here we go. Scrape around. Oh no, there's quite a bit. This is the other thing that often you'll look and think, well, there's not much left, but you can scrape around with this amazing spatula and you get so much out of the bowl that's just sitting there. It's fantastic. Alrighty. We've got 7 really good sized ones and one that's going to be a little bit, it can be the taster. There we go. Actually, it's not too bad. And I think I might be able to get a little bit more out of here. It's not exciting watching me scrape around a bowl. Alrighty, here we go. There we are. Fantastic. So one is little. Now, what I need to do is step away for a second. Here they are in the nester. I've just got to rinse the bowl out, so I will be back in 1 sec while I do that. Just talk amongst yourselves. I'll be as quick as I can. Quick clean out because I'm going to now put some water in the bowl to do the steaming. If I don't rinse it out, what will happen is the mixture will sort of start to cook in there, and that's absolutely not what we want to happen. It'll be a pain to clean then after. Alrighty, that I think is pretty right. That's got it out. Yep. There we go. Where am I? Go on. Whoop. Right, now let me move that back. Dry my hands. Right, okay, and next we've rinsed the bowl. See, I'm psychic, I know. Now I'm going to put about 400 grams of water into here. There we go. Doesn't have to be a precise measurement. And then we put the lid on, because the lid is the solid base for the varoma. Here's the varoma in place. When we are using the nester with the varoma, you always use the tray in here for the nester to sit on. Sits there so easily like that, which is just fantastic. I've put the water in. Next, I've put the varoma in. Insert it. Yes, I've done that. Hold on a minute. I thought I had to cover these. Place varoma into container. Insert the tray and place the nester into it. Secure the varoma lid. Oh well, I must have misread that. And just steam it now. So there we go. That's all there is to it. How easy is that? And it's now going to just steam away, which is fantastic. So, what I hear you say, why don't I have a second bowl blade and lid? I'm waiting for one to come. They are an absolute game changer, and that is one of the great things that we've got going on at the moment. Excuse me. If you buy a Thermomix at the moment, you can purchase a second bowl blade and lid for $199, which is a significant saving, and it's absolutely fantastic. And the other thing is next month, so that ability to buy it at sale just goes to the end of this month, I think. Then from next month, if you host a cooking demonstration, and to host you only need to have 2 other people who don't live with you at the demo, so you don't have to invite every person you know, just a couple of friends, have them over, a couple of glasses of wine. I'll come over, do some cooking. You can then buy a bowl blade and lid as a host reward. You get it at a very discounted price. So if you host a demo and no one purchases a Thermomix, you can buy it for $329, which is a saving of $100. Or if someone purchases a Thermomix as a result of your demo, you can purchase one for $229, which is a $200 saving, which I think is amazing. Absolutely fantastic. And they are such game changers. A second bowl blade and lid absolutely, is amazing. The word from Vorwerk is that there has been so much demand for TM7 that they've struggled to keep up with production. And so a number of us consultants actually earned a second bowl blade and lid last year, and we're still waiting for them to come. So if you were to purchase a machine today and purchase the second bowl blade and lid, you will have to wait for about 2 months, thereabouts, I think it is, for them to come, but that's not a huge wait. In that time, you can start using your TM7, get really comfortable with it, and then it's just such a game changer. Take the bowl off, throw it in the sink, put the fresh bowl on and keep going. If I'd had my second bowl blade and lid, I could have just taken that old blade off. I would already have the 400 mils in here, and we'd be right, off we'd go. Now, can you see the reflection of the light in the handle of the bowl here? That's gone red now. Used to be green when it's cool. Now that the machine is heating up, it's gone red. But it's quite hot, but this outer casing stays cold, so it heats up much quicker with this great insulated case, and it keeps the food hotter longer. It's fantastic. Just love it. Now, I've got myself some notes here that my memory is shocking. I think it's because my head is full of ick that I can't think. So, this week, we were advised by Thermomix that they have started a trade-up deal. So that's awesome. So if you are already a Thermomix owner and you've got a 31 or a 5 or a 6, you can trade it in and you will get cash back. Well, not cash back, but you'll get money off the cost of your TM7, which is fantastic. So if you've got a TM6 and you want to upgrade to this amazing machine, you can do that, and Thermomix will give you $750 off the cost of the TM7, which I think is a great deal. I've been looking on, what have I been looking on? God, what's it called? Marketplace. Excuse me. And lots of them are going for around that price. Sometimes people are getting a little bit more when they've got a second bowl blade and lid, but really that's a very reasonable amount. There will still be another 9 years of parts and servicing available for the TM6s, and another 4 years of software update available for it, which is fantastic. If you happen to have a TM5, yep, it's a little bit older, so, Thermomix are offering $450 as the reduction in the cost of your TM7. And just like the TM5, there will be another, like the TM6, oh my gosh, there will be, there's no more software updates available for the 5, however, there are still spare parts and servicing available for another few years. And if you've got a 31, which is a bit like the poor old granddad of the Thermomix world at the moment, the company will give you $250 off the cost of your new machine. 31s, unfortunately, because it is now well over 10 years since they were manufactured, the company doesn't provide any sort of servicing or spare parts. So if you've got a 31, have a think about, well, maybe it's time to trade it in, because if something happens to your 31 and it dies, nobody can help you, and that would be a pretty sad situation to be in. So have a little think about that. I think it's fantastic. One of the other great things that we've got going on at the moment is, oh, excuse me, we talked about it last week. One of the other host rewards is host a demo this month. You can get a free thermoserve. A free thermosers are absolutely amazing. They do such a great job keeping the food hot or cold even. They're just, I love them. I think they are fantastic. And don't forget, right up until the 31st of this month, our $100 referral bonus is still on offer. So for $100, if you refer a friend to me and that friend buys a Thermomix before the 31st of March, we will give you a $100 voucher to spend at the mix shop, and you can spend it on whatever you want. And I think that is an awesome deal for really just saying, hey, I think you should get a Thermomix. They're absolute life changers. Really good. And the other huge thing that we've got going on is here in Brisbane, in the Brisbane North area. We're really excited about the trade up. And we really want as many people as possible to trade up to this machine because it is so awesome. And we really want people to have a good understanding of what it means, what the difference is between the TM6 and the TM7, because lots of people with 6s are trading up. We just want to make sure everybody knows. So what we're doing tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, we're doing an express cooking demo. So normally a cooking demo is around 2 hours, sometimes a bit more, 2.5 maybe. So we are doing a cooking demo that will be 1 hour. It's online, and you can come to the online demo and see how the TM6 works, all the different features of it, and we're going to be making, I think it's the creamy coconut chicken. So we will all be just in our homes doing it on Zoom. If you would like to attend, that would be awesome. I would really encourage you, because you know what, it's a great way to get something for nothing. Try get 2 friends to join with you. So think about 2 friends who would like to do it. Have a quick chat to them. Contact me and I will send you the registration link. You register as the host. You put your friends' names in as your guests, and then that will count as you having hosted a cooking demonstration, and you could get the thermoserver for free if that was what you wanted as a way towards something fantastic. Or you can pick anything from the Host Rewards catalogue. I just think that, you know, the thermoserver is, it's great. And it's, you know, $160 normally. And to get it for free is pretty fantastic in my books. So have a little think about that. It would just be a great thing to do. Oh, excuse me, I'm choking to death. So, look, oh, goodness. I'm going to call it a day at the moment because I'm starting to get a bit congested. We'll do what we've done, you know, all the other times, and that is take some photos and show you what the steamed puddings look like. So, oh, before we do that, before I go, where did I put it? Oh, look at this little beauty. I made this jar of deliciousness before. This is a caramel sauce that I made. It took a whole 10 minutes maybe. Of course, I made it in here. I've sealed it in one of our vacuum sealed jars, and that will go with these steamed puddings when they're ready, and I'll also whip some cream up with it. And if I think of it tonight, I'll take some photos and put online for you of not only the finished product, but the finished product with some of this delicious caramel sauce and some whipped cream with it. So look, oh goodness, sorry, I am going to have to go. I think I've talked too much. Thank you once again. And don't forget, next month is going to be, the focus will be money saving. So things that you can make that you would normally be buying at the shop, and you can actually make them for next to nothing compared to what you would make them at the shop, buy them at the shop. Oh my gosh. All right, okay. Thanks everybody. See you next time. Bye now.